In life and in football, we long to be remembered. We fantasize about leaving a legacy.
Let's go, big champions!
Since Nick Saban secured his first SEC title at Alabama in 2009.
SEC champions, Crimson Tide.
A tremendous program, just ain't gonna stop soon.
The Crimson Tide has become the gold standard in our sport.
Be the best in the world.
Time to make more room in the trophy case.
And this year's team is fighting to reclaim its crown.
Baby, we built this house on memories. Take my picture now, shake it till you see it. And when your fantasies become your legacy, promise me a place in your house of memories.
It's a lot that goes with wearing an A. When I see the trophies, I just think about greatness.
Think about the guys that came before me. I want to be remembered as a champion, a winner.
But sometimes, no matter how much you may resist, the torch is ready to be passed.
And when that moment comes, you better be ready to run with it. Once an apprentice, Kirby Smart is now a master. Since losing to his former boss in the 2021 SEC championship game, this Georgia juggernaut has been perfection personified. Back-to-back Nats, 29 straight wins. But these dogs are hungry for more.
Take my picture now, shake it till you see it. And when your fantasies become your legacy, promise me a place in your house of memories.
That's why we all came here, to win championships.
To chase those trophies, it's everything I've ever dreamed of. I want to be remembered as one of the most winning programs in college football.
Being able to wear this G with pride. We know this doesn't last forever.
It's true what they say. Eventually, all good things must come to an end.
But the best part about memories is that they last a lifetime.
For one final time,
It's the SEC championship game
on CBS.
And with that, we bring you to the House of Memories one more time on CBS. Welcome to the SEC Championship on CBS, presented by Dr. Pepper. And our matchup, two heavyweights, yet again. The number one team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs. The 8th-ranked Crimson Tide of Alabama. One unbeaten, one with only one loss on their season. It's a packed house. There's a lot of red and black and a lot of crimson and cream in here. Welcome, everybody. I'm Brad Nessler. My partner's Gary Danielson, Jenny Dell down on the sidelines. Well, partner, everybody wants to win a conference championship when the season begins. You get to this point, you go, okay, it's right there in our grasp. But when these two teams, these two programs get together, it's bigger than that.
It really is. Every SEC championship that I've ever done, the last 17, the winner of this game got in the playoffs. I assume that's going to happen today, but the stakes seem so much higher. Alabama, with their record 6 championships under Nick Saban, national championship under Nick Saban. And how about Georgia? They're going for college football immortality.
I know it's a half century ago, but it's like Ali and Frazier's trilogy a little bit. I think one of the funnest things we've had to be part of this year is the maturation of the two quarterbacks, Jalen Milroe and Carson Beck.
I think you're 100% right. Going into this season, the biggest questions in all of the SEC was who was going to play quarterback for these two franchises. Would they be good enough? Well, they have been good enough. They don't play exactly the same. Carson Beck, the trigger man, kind of stands on pitcher's mound, throws the ball. Jalen Milroe. After about 4 games, when he found himself, he has been almost impossible to stop. 2 of the best, most productive quarterbacks in college football.
One of the best football players in America has been a little bit iffy. Brock Bowers hurt in the Vanderbilt game. He came back after tightrope surgery in 26 days. We watched him warm up. He looks like he's ready to go.
He does. I think that he is obviously going to give it all he can in this game. 2 years ago, he was amazing against Alabama in this game. Looked at like McConkey's going to play. We'll look at Ra Thomas. Those are their 3 best receivers, the most productive players in their offense.
370 career receptions for those 3 guys. When you talk about players all over the field that could make a difference, I don't know. They're countless.
Yeah, it could be anybody. Let's start, though, with Alabama's pass rush. I think they have to do that, and they've got a pair, number 1 and number 2 in the SEC in quarterback pressures. Dallas Turner has 50. Chris Braswell has 49. They must be a factor in this football game, and I don't see how Alabama could win. But, Ness, you're right. The difference in these 2 football teams is there are great elite football players all over the field, and we're going to have the pleasure to watch it.
These are the 2-time defending national champion Georgia Bulldogs. Here they come. And walking down the tunnel and strolling in from Tuscaloosa, they'll be considered the home team today. The last team to beat Georgia 728 days ago. Nick Saban and the Crimson Tide of Alabama. Woo, we're almost ready. But first, 3rd member of our team on the field is Jenny Dell. The Bulldogs and the Crimson Tide set to meet for the 73rd time. The 4th time in the SEC championship game, which is at hand. Georgia won the toss and deferred. Undefeated in conference play. Only the 2nd time that's happened, believe it or not. Georgia 12-0. Alabama 11-1. The mentor against the man he maybe taught too well. Nick Saban and Kirby Smart were underway. And this one's going to go
as a great
out of bounds and a flag down, so it'll come out to the 35.
Yeah, great play by Kendrick Law. You keep 1 foot out, that's enough to get it to penalty.
Free kick, out of bounds, kicking team. The ball we placed at the 35-yard line. First down.
Already a smart play right here.
You don't have to worry about how it bounces. If you take 1 foot out and 1 foot in, it's a penalty.
Smart play.
Yep.
The redshirt sophomore, Katy, Texas. Roydell Williams in the backfield with him. Fakes it to him and wants to go deep on the first pass. Almost intercepted. Milroe slipped a little bit and the ball came out funny.
I think he got hit as he let it go and it tipped. Zion Loud, number 96, I think got pressure in his face. Did he tip it? I think he did.
You called it. And on the other end, it was almost intercepted by Javon Bullard.
Well, nobody's been better throwing deep passes, but that time, Logue did the job on the deflection.
This is Roydell Williams trying to get to the outside. Maybe got 2. That's about it. The Crimson Tide offense, he's going to have to carry a load today because Jace McClellan with an injured foot, we don't expect to see him play. And Williams will have to carry the load along with Jan Miller and Justice Haynes in the Alabama backfield.
The discipline of this Georgia defense, they on the fly substituted. Got their pass rushers on the field.
On a 3rd down and 7. From the 38. Milroe trying to direct traffic and try to get Niblack in motion, and does. And he settles in on the slot. Low snap, 3rd and 7. Milroe plenty of time and now running out of it. And he's going to be dragged down way back at the 32 by Jalen Walker.
You know, there's a lot of talk about a spy can't handle Milroe, but sometimes you have 2 spies. Watch this look from Georgia. 2 of them. Which way you going to go? I gotcha.
As Kirby told us yesterday, Jalen Milroe defies spies. I don't know if he meant to be poetic about it, but certainly those 2 spies paid off and force a punt. Take the snap from Cedric Van Pan, who's making his 43rd consecutive start as the center of that offensive front for Georgia. There's the pass. There's Brock Bowers. There's a first down and a bunch more. Bowers bulls his way down to the 41-yard line. They mark it right at the 40. First down, Georgia. Carson Beck whips it out in the flat. Got it to Dominic Lovett. And Lovett. Caleb Downs had to bring him down.
As Jenny said, Bowers in there as a light tight end. They basically have 4 receivers, wide receivers on the field.
Bowers, that slot to the top. It's going to be a screen out to Edwards. And Edwards going to be a little bit short of the first down. Had Bowers out there as one of his blockers. He got a little bit of the defender, but not enough to get the first down.
Tempo on 3rd and short.
Number 1 in the country in 3rd down conversion, straight ahead on the quarterback keeper. And a first down at the 35. This is Georgia's opening drive, if you just joined us, after Alabama went 3 and out on theirs. And Dylan Bell as well, as they keep motioning people around. The play fake, a little stumble by Beck. Throws it on the run and throws a dart to McConkey at the 20. Scored on 58% of their drives, 3rd in the country. 2nd best in the SEC to LSU. Kendall Milton, little hesitation and then explosion. Touchdown, Georgia. 17 yards in a streak for number 2.
Watch the Georgia right guard take on the blitz from Alabama.
Good as those cats were.
And they're not.
2nd down and 4, empty backfield. Milroe has all kinds of time. Deep middle and got it. Nope, in and out of the hands of his receiver, incomplete.
Coming across to make the play, Malachi Starks, number 24, the free safety, plays the ball, plays through the receiver. A tremendous defensive play.
And Malik Benson, the intended receiver, had his hands on it, and then boom.
And I believe that when I was looking at the secondary, I believe it was just a 3-man rush again. And he took a guy that's in the pocket right there, Jalen Milroe. He took his time to let it go.
Let's see if they can convert this 3rd down. 3rd down and 4. Milroe deep down the left sideline, and Jermaine Burton didn't keep running, and the pass was way out.
I will tell you, Alabama was fortunate not to get called for holding that time on the pass rush.
Ball playoff and a chance for a 3-peat. But first things first, long way to go. They lead 7-0. And this time Bowers, nice job defensively, brought down immediately by Malachi Moore.
Yes,
certain ways.
I'll take that.
Loss of 3 for Bowers. 2nd down and 13, back of the 10. Carson Beck near his own goal line. Look out. Now in his own end zone. He's got to get rid of it. And it is caught by McConkey.
I don't think so.
Yep, trapped.
Yep. You can't. When you look at the You can always tell by the other team's bench when they start signaling. They get that eye look right there. They're all saying,
especially when it's Nick Saban going like that.
Exactly. They do not like to roll out Carson Beck much.
That'd be the two guys Gary was talking about in the open. Chris Braswell, Dallas Turner. They'll be coming. Beck, though, goes deep down the middle. Almost intercepted. It was intended for Bowers. And Malachi Moore knows that he had a gift there.
Yeah, I thought Caleb Downs was all over. I think this was going to Brock Bowers right here. Watch Malachi Moore. Excuse me. I think it's Caleb Downs, number 2, that is man-to-man on this play. Good coverage, and that ball sailed just a bit.
Yep.
Yep, just good hand fighting right there. You got to let that go.
So that'll bring out Brett Thorson, who's got a tough spot here. He's about 5 yards deep in his own end zone. Caleb Downs waits way back, number 2 on the other end in the middle of your screen. And they're coming after Thorson. They got close. And Downs has everybody get out of the way and goes out of bounds, but it's going to be great field position.
Yeah, great answer by this Alabama defense that time.
On a 4th and goal from the 31-yard line to save the season and make this game as big as it is. That happened at Jordan-Hare a week ago. Here comes Jalen Milroe on the ground. Almost got the first down.
Yeah, not surprised by that at all. Tommy Reese started using him, and that broke open the offense.
Jam Miller is in there right now, tailback. And he's got the first down. Pickup of about 4. And they've got it at the Georgia 38-yard line. Jam Miller, good run. 8 more.
And credit that offensive line for Alabama. That time it was Tyler Booker, number 52, stood up his man. The strength of the 2 guards, 52 and 77 in the running game. A duo blow, oh my goodness.
It's not to knock down Stackhouse like that is not easy.
They call it a duo. The tackle and the guard take him on, and they did it.
Milroe, all day to throw again. And now he's running out of it. He'll keep it and trot out with a first down.
That's the danger.
Keep them working here inside the Georgia 27-yard line. And it's Milroe again. Off the read and a good run inside the 20. Run down and out by Dalen Everett. With a second down and short.
3 receivers into the boundary.
Jam Miller is jammed up and dropped for about a 5-yard loss by Christian Miller.
Just maneuvered his way. He was matched up against Booker. Watch him maneuver right past him. Oh, actually McLaughlin could not get to him. The center could not get the reach that time.
Tried.
Yep. Penetration by the defensive line. They don't stand still sometimes.
Remember, Jalen Milroe has not completed a pass yet. 0 for 3. As Gary mentioned a few moments ago, they've been getting to this point on the ground. Now they may have to throw on 3rd down and 9.
And how many do they bring? They bring 6.
Milroe fires, end zone.
Oh, watch out. Right near the wall over there.
Yeah, those 2 guys went right into the...
I don't know if I should say watch out for the player or the guy sitting there in the corner. You could tell the ball was overthrown, and that could have been dangerous for somebody.
Yeah, including the camera guys working over there. And it looks like everybody's out of the way okay. Meanwhile, Jermaine Burton's
right down
going.
The middle. Yep. Yeah, but when you're flushed one way, it's really hard to get your eyes back to the middle of the field like that.
Right. Will Reichard, a senior kicker, will try from 43 yards away to become the all-time leading scorer in college football history. And he's got it.
Snuck it in.
There you go. Congratulations, Will. And it cuts into the Georgia lead as well. 7-3. Dogs in front.
Job in this game, guys.
Yeah, he wants to get a few more kicks and a few more points. Right now, Alabama's trailing by 4 with 3:43 to go, first quarter. And Deshaun Edwards for about 5. Dejan, the leading rusher, coming in, even though Kendall Milton's had those 2 back-to-back huge weeks.
Yeah, stuck the point of attack that time. That's exactly the way Alabama wants to play defense.
Somehow got 2 yards out of that. Still Milroe without a completion. Beck's 5 of 7. And an empty backfield. It looks like Carson Beck does not like the play call or the formation.
Yeah,
have to call a timeout.
Yes. Not only was Carson Beck not happy with it, but the 2 players he had to tell what to do had no idea what to do.
First time out of the ball game. 2:24 remaining. First quarter. The SEC championship game on CBS.
Welcome back to Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Georgia is up 7-3, and I just got word that Bulldogs right tackle Amarius Mims, he's currently out of the game with a left ankle injury. I'll try to get more information, guys.
All right, Jenny, thanks. That's been a problem for him most of the year.
Yeah, he had tightrope surgery as well as Brock Bowers. Xavier Truss will move into that right tackle spot.
They're down at 2. Run blitz, and it pays off.
I'll tell you. The attack by the true freshman leading tackler for Alabama. Watch Caleb Downs read this play and turn it back in to Dallas Turner. Shot from that secondary. Number 2 is going to come up and hit it full speed. Nowhere to go. There he is. Turns it back into all the trash inside. Cleaned up for no gain. Another defensive stop for this Alabama defense.
Yeah.
Let's see how they come back this time from Tommy Rees trying to get this offense started.
He still hasn't completed a pass here in the first quarter. They'll keep it on the ground. Roydell Williams. This time the bad snap almost paid off because Williams got to the mesh point with Jalen Milroe and he was still trying to catch it.
I don't know if this is part of the offense now, but I think the Georgia defense, when they see that snap, they kind of freeze, like, where's the ball? And then he pops out the other side.
There's a knuckleball coming back there, but Williams made it a big gainer for him. And now he's got another one, almost a face mask in there as he picked up 6 or 7 more.
This is becoming a story right now. The 2 guards for Alabama, Roberts and Booker. Watch it again. He gets the big player, just clears it out. Little help from his tackle. That duo of players, they call it a duo block. The guard with help from the tackle. That's a lot of beef.
So second down and short, play fake. Milroe looking for his first completion. He's got it out to Williams in the flat. And a first down. Williams stepped out of bounds, but he does pick up the first down. Georgia coming in has given up about 118 yards a game on the ground. You think, well, that's good. And Alabama likewise 128, but look what the previous 2 years were like.
Absolutely. That's what I was talking about earlier. They're in their 70s for those championship teams, and this year it's been a little bit different.
Yep.
When you put 10 defensive players in the NFL, that often happens.
And 34 players drafted in the last 4 years. That's having some talent on your roster. Here's a big trio shift from the top of the screen.
Kendrick Law in the game kind of does a lot of different things for Alabama.
They'll keep it on the ground after all that motion and now throw it late. Oh, and almost picked off. And Javon Bullard says, not that time.
I think it's going to be illegal lineman downfield. It was probably an RPO. I think the right tackle was 10 yards downfield. J.C. Latham.
Great play on the ball by Bullard. Second time he's done that in the first quarter. Kyle Olson is our referee.
So as we end the first half, we're going to decide, Kirby's going to decide whether he wants to take the penalty or not.
I hope we're in the first quarter, otherwise I missed something.
Oh, was it in the first quarter?
Yeah, not the first half.
I got my eyes glued.
I know you do. We don't want to miss a minute of this.
An eligible receiver downfield, offense, number 65. That penalty's declined, resulting in play second down.
I got that part right.
You got that. You got the whole thing right.
He's almost way out on. I think he's open. He's about 10 yards downfield.
Right about at the 45.
Goes, this is a pass play?
Well, we played a quarter between these two heavyweights. Georgia with the advantage on that touchdown run, up 7-3 at the end of the first. We head into the second quarter. SEC championship game on CBS presented by Dr. Pepper. With undefeated Georgia leading once beaten Alabama 7-3. Empty backfield on 2nd down and 10 for Jalen Milroe. 3-man rush. Milroe goes down the middle, got it complete, and a nice move. And that might be a horse collar or a face mask at the sideline.
One of the two. Add another 15 on the end of the play. Left hand gets it on the nameplate, but I also think
face mask.
Defense.
Number 22. 15 yards will be added to the end of the play. First down.
Kobe Prentice with the catch. Javon Bullard with the face mask. So Alabama gets helped by the penalty to move it inside the 30-yard line. And there's Roydell Williams bulldozing his way for about 9.
This Alabama offensive line is making a statement inside out.
They've coming off the ball.
Absolutely. In the first quarter, they've rushed for 50 yards. That's a pace for 200-yard rushing game. They are mauling the Georgia defensive line.
See if they keep it on the ground. They do, but he's not going to get the first. Moments ago, Jetty was with Coach Saban.
Maybe about what's going on here. And same thing on defense in the first drive. We had a couple of mental errors, on formation adjustments. So just got to settle down and play.
Thank you, Coach.
Well, Milroe tried a quarterback sneak to try to get that yard. He didn't get it.
So Jalen Milroe reminds you of Jalen Hurts the way he plays quarterback, but he doesn't do the quarterback sneak as well as Jalen.
No, not that time anyway. He didn't get much of a push from Williams on his backside. And now it's 4th down and 1. Alabama 3 out of 4 on 4th down this year, and a couple of them came last week when they had to have them. A huge 4th down here early second quarter. Williams, he got it. Bullard made the tackle, needed one, he got
and
two.
They ran it right behind the strength of the offensive line. He just kind of fell with them.
I'm shaking my head with Roberts on that one. At any rate, it's 1st down and 20. Niblack in motion. Milroe again, a wide snap. He's got a wheel route to Jam Miller. Touchdown, Alabama.
Nice design play by offensive coordinator Tommy Rees. He creates traffic, and they know exactly who's going to cover the running back. And they block him on this one. You watch. Here's who they know has the running back. Watch them create the traffic. Just enough traffic. He gets caught up in it, and it's a touchdown. Number 73 playing that right tackle position. That is a drop-off. Truss has played there all year, but he is not to the level that Mims is.
Not a lot of guys that are Mims level.
No.
Dejon Edwards checks into the Georgia backfield. Let's see if it's a 3 and out, if they can convert. Dejon will try to do it, and does. Got about 4 on the carry. 1st down, Georgia.
And usually when you run like that, that means Cedric Van Pran. He's wearing 77 today and honoring his fallen teammate, Evan Willock. This time the push goes right up the middle.
He's lined up in line as a tight end. Carson back and complete. Got it to Marcus Rosemy-Jacksaint for the 1st down.
Watch Carson Beck go through his progression. He looks right, he looks left. He clutches it a couple times. Left, right, find it, and he does.
Boy. That time picked up 6. So Georgia's moved it inside the 40-yard line of Alabama at the 36 of the 2nd down and 4. Blitz coming. Dejon Edwards trying to follow his blockers and spins his way for a Georgia 1st down.
That's the 2nd time that this Georgia offensive line has timed out the blitz.
In there behind number 15. He's got the Georgia touchdown today. Bell in motion. Beck rolls one way and now goes deep. Incomplete.
That was close, wasn't it?
Yeah, Arian Smith, the intended receiver. It could have been picked off, though.
Yeah, the opposite corner that really doesn't come into your eye this time. I think it was McKinstry, comes from one side to the other. Watch, he just lays off, just looks at the quarterback. Quarterback will never see that guy come in the post the other way, and he falls back on it. He thought he had it, what, 6 inches away?
Yep. Kool-Aid got his hands on it, tipped it away. So now 2nd and long. McConkey will settle in after being in motion, and he'll be in motion again. On the bootleg that throws to Delt, the other tight end. I shouldn't call it the other tight end. It's just that when you got
I think it's
Brock
descriptive.
Bowers out there.
I think it's descriptive. I knew right away who was throwing to.
Caleb Downs made an open field tackle. Georgia trying to hurry up. Alabama trying to change things up defensively.
They did. They got their subs on. Good job by Alabama.
They had to hustle, and now Georgia will take its time to try to line things up here.
The officials tried to spot the ball as quickly as they could, and Alabama beat them with the substitution.
So 3rd down and 7. Remember, Georgia, the best in the country at converting 3rd down, 2 out of 4 today. Beck in trouble. He's going to get the 1st down and dives forward. Nick Saban told us yesterday he's not Stetson Bennett, but I don't know how many times on 3rd down and like 6 he finds a way to get a first down.
And I brought up the name of Drew Brees, who used to do it to him at Purdue when he was at Michigan State. As a passing quarterback, you don't need to run for 100 yards, but these key 1st downs when you don't have it, just give me a 1st down and then get down. I don't need you to get hit.
Picked up 9 to move the chains. Again, this drive almost a perfect blend of run and pass for Georgia as they moved it into the red zone at the 19-yard line. Kendall Milton, nothing doing that time. Nice job by Deontay Lawson, the linebacker, for a college football playoff position. Milton trying to get wide. Tripped up for a loss, the same guy.
Back-to-back plays. Deontay Lawson, who struggled with injuries this football season himself, but he's going now.
Georgia's got to get all the way to the 9-yard line to pick up a 1st down. Beck, here comes the heat, down he goes. They get to him, and it's Dallas Turner.
The 2 guys that had to be a factor in the game. You know where the quarterback's going to be. This is an NFL-style offense that Georgia runs. Their quarterback is there. It's 3rd down. What can you do from the edge? And he does something from the edge.
Peyton Woodring is a freshman. Had a little trouble at the beginning of the season, but he has come on now and hit 16 in a row. This from 45 yards away to try to tie the game. And it's going to be a false start on Georgia.
It's going to be from 50 yards now.
False start. Kicking team. Number 55. 5-yard penalty. And it's 4th down.
Back, losing yards. The running play, the sack, and now the penalty. Making a chip shot field goal. Just a little flinch inside.
Woodring's career-long, season-long, 48 yards. This from 50 for the tie. On the way. He hit the right upright and came out.
And remember, the 5 yards made the difference. 5 yards closer, that's good. The angle just kept widening and widening and widening.
That close, and yet that far away. Still 10-7 Alabama. A whole half and 4.5 remaining here.
Can Georgia solve the running game?
Roydell Williams is the running back. They fake it to him, and Milroe wants to go deep. Airs it long. He's got a man out there, and Burton in and out of his hands, but a flag flies in. We're going to have pass interference on Malachi Starks.
I hate that underthrow pass interference play. Not a good throw. The DB keeps running. The receiver stops. I don't know, Gene. Tell me, what's a defensive back supposed to do?
It's such a difficult play, as you said, Gary. Pass interference, defense, number 24. 15-yard penalty, timeout, 1st down.
As you said, you got a D-back that turns to find the ball, but then the ball is so underthrown, he almost has to gear it down a little and try to play it because the receiver's going to work himself back to try to get it.
Yeah. Felt like they both just were fighting for the ball. He was looking back, but the defender always seems to be the one that gets the call on that one. Got the Bear front, 3 men inside, 2 edge players.
Second down and 8. And it's Milroe trying to keep it to the edge. And he's very close to the first down.
So Georgia has struggled all year on the zone read with quarterbacks keeping it off the edge. This time a great read by Jalen Miller. Remember, he's going to outrun most anybody on the field. Might be the fastest Alabama player.
Peyton Thorne got some yards for Auburn against Georgia in that capacity. Spencer Rattler did it for South Carolina. Some of the games that they trailed, by the way, which they're trailing right now. Third down and 2. A short 2. Georgia's half of the crowd making some noise here. The blitz. Jan Miller is jammed up, but he got it on second effort.
Tyke Smith got up there playing that star position, the strong safety number 23 to help out. Watch him come from the left side just out of the screen. Comes in there. You see him show up right now, but pushes his way through.
His rushing and the penalties have given them an opportunity here, and Georgia's end of the field at the 43. He fakes the toss sweep. Here comes the heat. Down he goes for the first time today. And it's Warren Brinson.
And if you watch tape, Warren Brinson, number 97, has caused more havoc the last few games. He has been a difference maker on that defensive line for Georgia. Making plays, continuing his rush, not giving up and fighting, and this time he crawled for him to make the sack.
Now,
does not look like Georgia's going to use the 2 spies. They're coming after him.
Milroe sets down the middle, and possession to who?
Nyblack.
Nyblack.
Yep. Short of the first down.
You got a big chunk of it back.
Yep. 5-man rush that time. Still did not get to Milroe. That offensive line doing a really good. Remember this problems Alabama had early in the season with 4 sacks a game they were averaging? They seem to have figured that out.
They have.
Nick Saban says, I'll take your aggressive and raise you one.
Wow. 4th down and 4. They will go for it. Blitz on the way. Milroe lobs it far side. Bond, did he get it?
He did.
He did.
Hey, that offensive line for Alabama, you got to hand it to him. That was an aggressive attack. And that offensive line gave him plenty of time to throw the ball down deep.
On 4th and 4, they pick up 22.
Just go to 17 on 4th down, right?
Exactly. Miller, no gain on that one. Dropped by Nazir Stackhouse. And again, the end of the play. And Isaiah Bond, who's become a legend in this season.
Popped out a little bit.
Under a minute. Milroe scans the field to the end zone. And it's caught. Jermaine Burton. Touchdown, Alabama. The gamble pays off. First to Bond, then to Burton. And Alabama stretches their lead. A 68-yard drive in 9 plays. A little less than 4 minutes. And on 4th and 4, 22 yards to number 17. And then let's go to an old Bulldog who's now a second-year Crimson Tide wide receiver.
Got inside Dalen Everett that time just enough. Everett, I think, got a piece of the ball, and he still caught it.
Reichard's kick will sail out of the back of the end zone.
How about this answer from the Alabama football team?
Oh, boy. And trying to get lined up here as fast as they can. McConkey is basically limping back to the line of scrimmage.
He was.
Beck. It can't be McConkey. And now Beck's just going to hit the deck. And if Georgia takes their final timeout, it'll be right here. But I don't think so. And Ladd McConkey, that is probably the end of the day for him.
Absolutely. Did not play last week. Gave him an extra week rest. Warmed up. thought it was okay, but you get in the game, it's always different.
I guess Georgia's going to throw one long here and asking for the ball, not getting it.
No, I don't think. I think they'll run the clock out.
They did. Beck wanted it, but I don't think Georgia was going to snap it. And the Alabama fans are elated. Let's see about Ladd McConkey on his last route. And he got tripped up a little bit.
Yep, because he went off balance. That's when the weight went on there, where he couldn't control his own body when he lost his balance.
Let's go down to Jenny with Kirby Smart. Only time Georgia's trailed at halftime this year was 14-3 against South Carolina. We did that game. They came back and they won by 10. They've been there before. Can they do it again? But right now it's Alabama's game. The Bulldogs and the Crimson Tide just about set to start the third quarter from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. And the SEC Championship on CBS, presented by Dr. Pepper, with Alabama in front. 17-7 is the score. We welcome you back. Brad Nessler, Gary Danielson, Gene Steratore, and the reason Gino's in the middle of us right now. We're going to go back to a 4th down and 4 late in the second quarter. The pass that was a 22-yard gain to Isaiah Bond, and this is the play under question here.
Yeah, and it's a really tight play, Brad. And look, in these situations, 4th and 4, clock's running, you see live action. Replay officials are no different, really, guys, than officials on the field. In those situations with clocks running and things moving so fast, team coming up to snap the football, a replay official has to feel in real time that there's a potential that this may be something that it doesn't appear.
And so in your opinion, Gene, to cut to the chase here,
yes,
he should have stopped the game and looked more closely than what he did.
That's my opinion, Gary. Yes, I think you stop game at that point prior to that snap. You then slow this down. You take all the angles we give you.
Is it just his? Because I reacted live.
You said, well, maybe not.
I know.
And I was hurting
just
up.
His hands, or could he have held it with his arm? Does that count?
But in my opinion here, when you have possession this way, as you're going to the ground, if that football hits the ground and moves in any way, then in my opinion, the football has aided you in the process of finalizing the catch.
It's a 10-point play.
It's a huge
it
play.
could have been 7 that Georgia gets, and Alabama gets, and Georgia would have got the ball potential for a field goal.
Exactly.
No question. And that's why I think you stopped the game, guys.
You got it. Thank you, Gene.
Thanks, Gene. So we spent most of our halftime talking about that. The three of us and Craig Silver in the truck.
And I wanted to watch the Dr. Pepper thing.
And you missed it. You just said, did they already throw it? And I said, Andrew won $100,000. So here we go. Second half. Georgia gets the ball first. And they'll let it go. Georgia's first drive went 83 yards. Their last 4 possessions, only 60. 3 receivers to the right. And now one of them, Dylan Bell, comes back to the near side on 2nd down and 7. Dejon Edwards trying to get wide. Finally did late. And then knocked his own man, Marcus Rosemy-Jacksaint, out of bounds right into Nick Saban.
This is the story of Dejon Edwards all year against everybody. Everybody misjudges the way he runs at his speed. He looks like he's cruising. Everyone takes the wrong angle, and he runs through those arm tackles.
Had to, including that 4th and 4 and that 22-yard controversial play that we just talked about a couple of minutes ago. That's Bowers on the move. Beck throws right side, but it's going to be Rosemy-Jacksaint. And, oh, boy, at the last second, he almost got the first down, but he's short. It's 4th and 1.
Arnold that time. That's how you have to run him. Go up the stem, come back down. These 2 elite corners for Alabama, both will be drafted in the 1st round.
Let's see if it's Dejon Edwards' time or it's a quarterback sneak. It's a pitch. Edwards. Great penetration by Alabama, and they stop it.
We just talked about Terrion Arnold. One of the things that the Alabama secondary does, both of the quarterbacks, McKinstry and Arnold, they will tackle. They will play the run. Watch him play the run. He's got Oscar Delpa, tight end, in his face. He takes it on and makes the play.
That's Alabama defense right there.
You love it when your corners will play run defense like that. You've got something special. Right, Ness, you got to make a pile. Don't let them push you off the ball.
Alabama going a little bit of tempo here. Williams, and stuffed this time. Michael Williams and Tyke Smith
Same play. Remember, Tyke Smith came in late on a first down play. He's in the same position this time, but gets there a half step earlier. Mykel Williams forces it one hole wider, and that leads to the tackle.
And it leads to a 3rd and 8.
Can they get any pressure? How does Georgia get pressure? They're in that look when they spy 2 players. They do. 2 spies.
Milroe going to go deep. Man there in between 2 guys. Niblack and Burton were in the same spot.
Well,
it's incomplete.
He was thrown to Niblack, and Malachi Starks was in good phase that time. Ball again underthrown, and Niblack tries to come back, but does not come up with the catch. Where do you want me to go with the football here? 2 nicked receivers. How did this Georgia offense get started?
That's Bowers in motion and Kendall Milton in the backfield, but it's back to throw on first down. He's going to air it out long. And Arian Smith has got it at the 20-yard line. That's how you get it going.
The first explosive play of the football game, and Georgia produces it. A little bit of motion, and boom, there he goes right down the middle, matches up against a safety. Beautiful formation, nice call, and Mike Bobo, when Carson Beck asked, said, I got something for you.
Arian Smith, the fastest guy on the Georgia team, a 51-yard pickup to the 20-yard line. And whistle stop play here.
On the field of a completed catch is under video review.
Okay, so we'll review this one.
I did not notice him bobbling that ball at all. Let's look at it. Gene, weigh in if you want.
At this point, I haven't seen anything that would cause me to think it would be overturned. We can see him going to the ground. I don't see the football hit the ground here. He's falling here with possession, as we all can see. There's nothing there that shows me he lost control of that play, guys.
He had his right hand and his left hand on it the whole time. Unlike the one you pointed out a little bit
At least in this instance, they stopped it to look at it.
Yes.
Put it that way.
Well,
there's a really good look there, too, guys. I thought that was a very good look.
I don't know if that's going to make up for the other one right now, but let's just call it that they replayed it, and they looked, and they felt the other one was a catch. Nothing Georgia can do about it. They're all signaling catch. The other one, they just got to play forward, right? They can't think about the last one.
The middle here. Here's a call.
After video review, the ruling on the field stands. First down.
Well, now it's cheers, and we know that's Georgia's fan. Dallas Turner is back in there after kind of hurting his hip on that tackle. And it's 2nd down and 7 for Georgia. Play action. Beck to the end zone. Not quite. Bowers has it tipped away by the guy that just came in for Kool-Aid.
Yeah, they attacked the new player on the field, NFL-ish. That's what you do. You go after. Trey Amos is on the field, matching up. They both turn around. Boy, that is really good phase and good work by Amos that time.
No doubt. But they don't want that if they can help it. They're looking for 7 here at the 9-minute mark of the 3rd quarter. Dominic Lovett settles in the slot. Carson Beck looks one way, in trouble. Throws on the run, into traffic, almost picked off.
Fortunate on that one, wasn't he?
Bowers was the intended receiver, and Christian Story was the guy that almost had it, and Bowers now is kind of limping off again for 3 points. Peyton Woodring will try from 34 yards out. And it's up and it's perfect. Right down Peachtree.
Yeah, Georgia dodged one. That could have been a turnover. They ended up with 3 points. 1 possession game now.
Isaiah Bond in motion on a 2nd down and 10. Georgia will blitz. Milroe steps around, running out of time. Got away again. And he'll tiptoe out of bounds. Short gain, but he avoided the sack. Force a 3rd and 8, though, with the short scramble.
And Alabama is 1 for 7 on 3rd down.
Low snap again. Milroe has to throw quickly and got it complete to Burton, and he's got a 1st down.
Corner blitz. but it came a little bit. Kamari Lassiter that time comes from the corner. Watch him. It takes too long to get there. Milroe sees it late. No one blocks him. He's still able to get the 10-yard pass off.
Even between these two teams. And the quarterback numbers on the plus side for Milroe with those 2 touchdowns. Here's an end around. And who is it, a horse collar or not? Nope. Yes, it is.
He threw it. The question
Xavier Story.
The question I got for Gene is, did he get his hands in front of the shoulder pads?
Well, you know what, Gary? The left hand is on the outside of the shoulder pad. I'm looking at the right hand.
Is that outside?
It's really, really close. That left hand looks like it's on top to me, though, guys.
Personal foul. Horse collar tackle.
I don't know.
15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Let's see. One more look.
No, I'm good with it, Gary. You look at the right hand. It's inside the collar. On the last look we got, you see the right hand. It's in that collar, and it's abrupt. I agree with the call.
In dog territory at the 33-yard line. 2nd down and 4. Law joins the backfield.
Whoa.
And a low snap.
One of those plays again.
Milroe going to go to the corner, to the end zone. Burton almost one-handed it. Incomplete as Dalen Everett was covering.
It appeared that he was surprised again by the snap here. Did it come early or just low? Yeah, it was early. I don't even think the offensive line knew it was coming. Throw it deep in those situations,
Been
right?
a problem all year long for Alabama. Stray snaps that don't come when you want them to, and some that do before you're ready. Seth McLaughlin's been playing center a long time, but he's an undersized center, and he's always thinking about somebody like Nazir Stackhouse in his face.
Kirby, this defense will come after him. They do with 5.
Milroe, this time they get to him.
They're in field goal range.
Hey, Milroe doesn't think he was down. And I don't know if I heard a whistle or not.
The referee called him down. He's signaling 4th down.
All right, let's look again.
Rolling on the field as the quarterback was ruled down.
He might not bet it. There's nothing you can do about this, right, Gene? He's been called down. Even if he wasn't, the play is dead.
You're right, Gary. Absolutely right. I was looking at the right shin. If you look at that look, great angle by our camera. Look at Milroe's right shin right there.
It's down.
You see the shin and the calf down. It's a good call. Down by contact, guys.
You got better eyes than I do.
Well, they look for those shins. That's you got it. It's almost the back of the shin. It was like his calf muscle.
So it was a sack. It was a loss of 11. Milroe still not buying it.
Again, the aggressive defensive call. Georgia knew they were in field goal range. You knew they were going to blitz, and they came free.
2nd and 10 in the shotgun from the goal line, an empty backfield. Back out to Ladd McConkey. Got it to maybe the 12-yard line. And I bet he's going to be slow getting up again. And he is. He's not 100%. He's not even close. Tresman Marshall, one of his own teammates from Athens, made the tackle. 3rd down and 3. Don't want to do anything crazy here. A punt wouldn't be the worst thing in the world.
Well, I think they need a first down pad. Doesn't it feel like that?
Yes. Back into some traffic, and he tucked it in there.
Beautiful throw. And
Dylan Bell.
Yeah, one of those emerging players that became more of a go-to guy with the injuries outside. Good coverage. Terrion Arnold was all over him, but the ball is thrown low and accurately, and that's the advantage of running that slant pay. Just get in front of him, and a good quarterback will handle it.
Now false start on Bowers.
False start. Offense. Number 19. 5-yard penalty. Remains first down.
Got to think with the bad leg and the bad ankle that he's just overthinking everything. He's trying so hard.
Well, and remember in this game 2 years ago when they played Alabama, he had 15 targets and 10 catches in this game.
Yep.
1 touchdown, 8 of them went for first downs. He was the go-to player in that game.
Season high tying 6th penalty against the Dogs. 1st and 15 now. Rosalie Jack Saint will come in and join the group in tight. They're going to come with the end around, and the ball is out. I think Georgia, no, Alabama's got it. Tresman Marshall.
Carson Beck thought Dylan Bell had the ball. Watch when he goes for the handoff. He just lets it lay there. He has no idea it's on the ground. Fancy ball handling. Come around, fake. Watch when he hands it off. He just pretends like he's got it already. They didn't.
And then it looked momentarily like Fairchild had covered it right there, but no. Tresman Marshall, a former Dog, with the big gift for the Tide.
We talked about it before the game. Would it be a big mistake or a big play that could cause the difference in this game?
There's a mistake.
There's a mistake. We'll see if this is the story of the game. In the running game down here. How do you use number 4 in the red zone?
They can get a first down, the Tide at the 1-yard line. And it is Milroe running. Blockers in front, but not good enough. And he's run out of bounds for a loss. So Gary called it, but the play didn't net them anything. Carson Beck can only look on and hope his defense comes up with a stop on 3rd down and 9 in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Milroe. Somebody's in his face as he lets it go, and Burton, did he catch it?
Nope.
Close. Tried to kind of cuddle it on his lap.
Georgia went with the 2 spies again up front. Burton was open, but the ball was slightly underthrown. Watch the 2 spies. Right here. They're just looking for the quarterback run. No quarterback run. Pressure, and they stop it. Great job of this Georgia defense. Forcing it. Just enough pressure inside by Walker, number 11.
So Will Reichert in to try to tack 3 more on. And the kick from 27 is good.
The Georgia defense had to have a stop, and they did.
So the fumble and the recovery by Alabama nets the Tide 3 more, and they're up 10. And settles in down to the left side. Carson Beck. Tough catch for Milton. And he got a short gain out of it.
That's the way the game started out, didn't it? Georgia dropping back, Carson Beck looking around, taking his swing passes, just keeping the Alabama defense off balance with short passes, picking them. Can he get back? Can Georgia get back to that style on that opening drive?
The Georgia Tech game is the only game that he hasn't passed for over 250 yards. He's got 176 right now.
Yeah, he was 13 of 20 in that game.
Corner blitz coming, crossing route, and that's going to be a first down to Dominique Lovett, and it's going to bring our 3rd quarter to a finish. We played 3 in Atlanta. The SEC championship on the line. Playoff berth more than likely on the line. Right now, the Tide has got the advantage. And he knows his team is capable of coming back, but they've got a long ways to go. Down 10 with 15 to play. Carson Beck in trouble, runs into his own lineman and goes down. Justin Eboigbe's got him.
Yeah, again, just enough coverage in the back end that allowed the Alabama pass rush to flush Beck out of the pocket.
Play fake to Edwards. Down the middle and into some traffic. Incomplete, intended for McConkey.
So you just wonder, just out loud, the way McConkey is limping, the way that Brock Bowers is not 100%, might it be better for this Georgia team to get their healthy players on the field? It appears to me that Ladd cannot get separation as hard as he's trying. Might it just be better to let the other guys run the routes?
Remember, their biggest play of the night was to Arian Smith for 51 yards. 3rd and 13.
Hard to take your great guys out of the game, though.
Absolutely. Beck. Far sideline, almost picked off, and a good job by Bell to play defense there.
Absolutely, and again, Number 9.
Trey Amos. Same formation. Jalen Milroe has a look. Now he's going to send Law in motion. Play action. The pocket's collapsing, and down he goes inside the 10-yard line. Walthour with the sack.
Walthour was the first one there.
Milroe inside his own 5. Throws on a crossing route to Dupree, the tight end, but he's going to be well short of the first down.
Evan Bullard that time, I think number 22, saw that play coming all the way across, attacked it. That's one thing against the Georgia secondary. It's tough to get yak yards against them. Their safeties are great tacklers. Bullard sees it, played a lot of football. Watch him close on the play as the ball is thrown and makes the sure tackle.
Devon was the defensive MVP of both playoff games for Georgia last year, including the championship game, at 2 interceptions and a fumble recovery. And he comes up with a big stop there to force Burnip to kick. On the run, on the catch, Anthony. A nice return.
That's how you attack a football game.
Anthony Evans.
You don't play it safe. You go up, no fair catch. You try to bust a big one. Kirby said they need a spark. They had a long pass that didn't quite light the fuse. Maybe this one will.
Now on special teams, maybe a 31-yard punt return by Anthony Evans.
Sugar huddle.
He pulls it. He fires it. Back shoulder incomplete, but a penalty marker down.
This time there's a grab. Arnold's not going to get away from this one. Another aggressive call. Rosemy St. Rosemy.
Accent.
Pass interference
on that play.
Defense. Number 3. Ball placement, start foul. Automatic first down.
Hand fighting all the way down the play, but it's a back shoulder throw, and that's when he grabs him and has his hands all over him.
Alabama only their second penalty, but a big one. Georgia in the red zone at the 16-yard line. McConkey's in there in a slot to the left. Beck throws. McConkey at the 1. His biggest play of the day. It's first and goal.
Matched up, almost a slant type play against Malachi Moore. Play action pass. Nobody defend.
Quarterback sneak. Touchdown.
Go fast. And with the extra point, it's a 3-point game.
You saw Carson Beck after the throw to McConkey saying, come on, guys, come on, let's get up there. And he knew it was his number. And he scored.
The punt return, the spark Kirby was looking for.
Bond in motion. Alabama first down from the 25. Milroe throws complete to Bond on the run. Big gainer for Isaiah Bond.
So the question was, what would Alabama do to start moving the football?
Roydell Williams straight up the gut. Big opening. Got almost 10. Boy, he blasted through there.
Yeah.
Jam Miller comes in for him. Burton in motion across the field. Milroe looking right. Now scanning the field. Throws late. Got a man wide open over there. It's Bond again. And Bond's got a first down.
It was a penalty. I'll admit it, but they picked it up.
Alabama going with some tempo here on 3rd down and 2. Milroe pumps. In trouble. A shovel pass to Bond again. And a first down.
An aggressive call again by this Alabama offense. 3rd and short. They want that 7 points. They don't want 3. And look at that heads-up play by Milroe. I think it was tipped as well.
13-yard pickup on 3rd and 2.
Again, Georgia Aggressive, Alabama aggressive. To beat these two teams, you can't play it safe.
Georgia does not want to give up a touchdown here as there's less than 7 minutes to play. From the 12-yard line, Milroe gonna lob this one over to Bond again. Isaiah Bond, touchdown Alabama. He did it again.
Just a little check down. The patience. I believe Jalen Milroe was 4 for 4 on this drive. Did he get across? Was his elbow down, his knee down?
Here's a couple more looks.
Yep, elbow down just short. Right elbow. Gene, did I get it right?
You did get that one right, Gary. You hit it perfectly.
Okay.
Well, it's not if we get it right. It's if the guys here get it right.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And they're going to look under review.
Sure is, Gary.
Here's a call from Kyle Olson.
After video review, the runner's right arm was down a half-yard short of the goal line. It'll be first and goal, half-yard short of the goal line.
Now remember, the clock will wind. So Alabama can take 35 seconds off this clock here before they snap the ball. Here's the play again.
Let's see if they try the same thing. Nope. Handoff. No, I don't know about that one either.
I thought he got in late.
He did. Touchdown. Roydell Williams.
How about that answer? Aggressive answer. It started out throwing the ball. 4 pass plays, completing all 4 of them, and then they push it in.
The touchdown. Georgia's got all their timeouts left, but time is of the essence. 5:47 to go. Carson Beck. Little middle screen to the tight end Brock Bowers, and he's close to a first down.
Now you got to pick up this first down, hand it off, and get this first down up here, Georgia.
Dejon Edwards in the backfield will get the carry. I don't know. I don't think so.
No, he didn't. Which means they're going to have to run it again.
And
remember,
it's down.
And again, without the first down, the clock continues to run.
Just too much penetration, and for Dejon Edwards, maybe a little bit too much hesitation. 4th and inches. Georgia may never see the football again if they don't pick this up. Edwards, this time he's got it, and he comes out the back end and all the way to the 45.
Same play on 2. Let's just block it better. Everybody gets challenged, and this time Van Pran, the center, gets his man and moves him out.
First down at the 45. Now back to the air. Maybe. Oh, and a face mask and a pretty bad one.
Reached out. Chris Braswell trying to make the play. That's just unintended, but it happens. You're one of those pass rushers. You try to grab the shoulder pad, and you end up with a 15-yard gain.
It's Jaheim Otis, not to correct
was it?
here, but
I'm sorry.
It was 91.
Coming off the edge.
Yep. And he goes out.
He's got a big reach, Jaheim does.
He does.
He's got big everything.
Personal foul, face mask, defense, number 1. Number 91. 15 yards from the previous spot, automatic first down.
Georgia in that 29-game winning streak. Trailed Missouri by 13 at one point. Ohio State, Gary mentioned that. The game winner coming back against Auburn. But, man, they got their back against it right now with 4.5 minutes to go and down 10. Beck down the middle, got it, complete. Makai Muse. It's a first down.
Yeah, one of those down-the-line receivers that Georgia, 7 different receivers have caught more than 20 passes for this team this year. Another one of those guys they use.
Georgia going hurry up as they got it to the 26-yard line. Back to work. Carson fires in the middle. Got it. Complete. Brock Bowers.
Boy, look at the space they're giving Brock Bowers on this one. Plenty of room off the line.
Oh, what a catch.
And he reaches out and grabs it.
Playing on one leg. First and goal, Georgia at the 7 for a 20-yard pickup. Kendall Milton trying to battle back. Did. Still going to the 1.
Thought they had him stopped in the backfield. Twisted once or twice on that play.
From the 1-yard line. Beck's got 1 touchdown today. 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 1 touchdown
They spun him, didn't they?
Yep,
Inside.
Braswell kind of spun him around. A little hip toss right here.
Boygeby might have got some penetration as well.
Third and goal. Kendall Milton backing in. Did he get there? No. He did not.
Even if Georgia scores, remember, and Kirby's going to take a timeout. He's all the way down to the 3-yard line to call that timeout.
Fourth down and the season for Georgia. Beck finally gets under center as Bauer splits out as the only receiver. Second man through is Kendall Milton for the touchdown.
They had their heavy offense in there that time. An extra offensive lineman at fullback was lined up.
Georgia 2 for 2 on fourth downs today. None bigger than this one.
I think that's Mekhi Morris, number 56 at fullback. That used to be Jalen Carter back in that fullback spot. But he takes it on and gets him into the end zone. They can't allow Alabama to have a first down.
Pretty simple. And now it's best on best. Two of the best teams, two of the best programs in college football down to the last 251. Empty backfield for Jalen Milroe. And now Bond, his favorite guy, on the move. And he's going to run it, and he's going to come up big. Jalen Milroe. And he wisely hits the deck at the 45-yard line to keep the clock running.
Last time, 4 for 4 on the drive. This time, starts out with a running play to start out the series, and as Ness said, smartly keeps the clock running.
30 yards later.
Just remember, this is the guy they benched after the game, first two games.
Doesn't seem possible, does
No.
it? Second down and 8 right now. And Milroe will keep it again. It's his game right now.
That's it.
Faked the toss and then went straight ahead.
A little bit of eye candy. 3 Georgia defenders all follow the fake that time, and Milroe takes it up. Only one timeout left in the game for Georgia.
And he covered his own fumble on top of everything else.
How about that play call by Tommy Reese? That was punched out by, was it Bullard that punched that ball out? I think it was 22.
Yeah, it was.
Here, they didn't execute it well. I believe the SEC champion is in no matter what. Somebody else is going to get short-circuited.
There's the knee. The Crimson Tide, the last team to beat Georgia 728 days ago, is going to do it again and snap the 29-game winning streak of the two-time defending national champions.
And Jalen Milroe came through. He came through in the passing game on the drive before, and this time with his legs, he finished them off.
He pulled out a miracle at Jordan-Hare last week, and he pulled out all the stops this week in the SEC championship game.
Now, whether Texas goes even over an undefeated Florida State team, that could happen. But I think Alabama's in the play.
They are 12-1. They're perfect against Georgia in SEC championship games. So is Nick Saban over Kirby Smart in those battles that have been epic. And they are the Crimson Tide, your 2023 Southeastern Conference champs. Jermaine Burton, one of the former Georgia Bulldogs, who had a starring role here today. Roydell Williams, who filled in so beautifully for Jace McClellan, who was out with an injury. And Georgia, with some of their top players, maybe not nearly 100%, but they battled right to the end.
I can understand Georgia saying, hey, we lost one game in 3 years, and we should still deserve a look at possibly the playoffs. But that's going to be up to the committee and how they look at it.
Yep. Georgia came in having won 45 of their last 46 games. And it goes right down to the wire here in Atlanta as Alabama continues their winning streak. And with the winning coach and the star of the game is Jenny Depp. Well, it's been quite a ride for us, our entire crew, Gary and I, the people that have come before us, all the places we get to see and the people we get to meet and the coaches we get to be around. And, you know, some roads have to end somewhere, and our road comes to an end tonight with the SEC. But, partner, you always say we've had the best seat in the house.
We sure have, but I want to go back a little bit farther. The concept by Sean McManus and his team to take in college football a regional product and make it a national 3:30 game. His detail was to hire the best people he could find behind the camera, in the truck, producer, director, cameraman, and then started at 3:30 with that music. And then the great voices like you and Vern and Nance and everybody that's been involved sitting in this seat. Todd Blackledge before me, myself for 18 years, and they documented it. They documented it 1 second, the faces. But I think to close the loop on it, what we really did is nothing new. And I'm going to steal a line from another network, but I think it's going to have a pass here. What we really did was follow the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. Ness, take us off the air.
I'll try. You know, Craig Silver's been here the whole time, our producer. Marvelous. Great friend. Great talent. Steve Milton, our director. Our entire crew that's somewhere between 70 and 85 people strong every week. And the SEC gets a new TV home next week, and good luck to them. I hope that they are treated as well as we hope that we've treated them in the past. We've got a new TV home next year, too, so hope you come along with us. But finally, I think just to say, you know, whether you are in your favorite bar and having a beer, you're in your easy chair at home, or you're watching us streaming on your devices, whatever, we want to thank you, the fans and the viewers, and everybody that's been with us every Saturday at 3:30 for the SEC on CBS.
Way to go, partner.
Good night from Atlanta.
Good evening, everybody.
It's a perfect day for football.
Glad we could share Southeastern Conference football with you.
Big dreams, what you know about 'em. Big fears, just forget about 'em.
The cowbells are out. You can feel it in the air.
This game gets folks in this state stirred up. Oh, jump pass. How about that? Oh, my gosh. Newton has his man open. Caught. Lutzenkirchen.
What a comeback. One for the ages.
LSU remains undefeated.
That is cool.
Oh, my gracious.
Yep.
How about that?
This could be the best time. This could be the best time of our life.
Davis gets a block. An answered prayer. Dobbs heaves it. It's caught. Jawan Jennings.
A Hail Mary that's full of grace. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown. Joe Burrow. Might be a Heisman moment right there.
This is jaw-dropping.
Isaiah Bond on a 4th and a mile. Bond. Isaiah Bond.
Three, two, 1.